So I am in this weird phase of should I cut them or should I let them grow out? I haven't decided. They look kind of funky. I'm not really digging it, but I didn't know what else to do. What do you think? Would you just keep them when they just grow out so fast? I don't know. So that's what's going on here today, but what are you gonna do? Hey guys, it's me. Today I want to do another What's New in Beauty. Like I mentioned in my last video, when I say what's new in beauty, I don't mean necessarily in the beauty world. I just mean specifically to me, just because some of these products have been out for a while now. Some of them are brand new, but again, some of them have been out. As I mentioned in my last video, I didn't want to bog down my channel too much with so many makeup reviews, and because there is so much makeup that I love to explore, I don't always have the chance or the time to make a dedicated review about every product I get sent. So because these companies are just kind enough to send these things to me, I thought, hey, what better idea than to just put them in one video so that I can at least share them with you guys, and then if there's one specific product that sticks out that you guys want to learn more about, then you can leave a comment below and let me know which one that is, and then I can do that for you. Again, I just wanted to show my appreciation to these companies because, you know, they take the time and energy to send them to me, so I wanted to take the time and energy to share them with you. If you like beauty videos like this, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, so let's get right to it. One of the first companies that I actually was not familiar with until they reached out and sent stuff to me is a company called Borges. I believe I'm pronouncing that name right. I hope I am. It's spelled B-O-R-G-H-E-S-E. To me that sounds like Borges or Borges, but they are actually a higher end makeup and skincare product line. Price range wise, they are basically like Sephora prices. I would say they're not completely up there with like Dior and all of that, but they are about mid-range high-end in regards to prices. Recently they sent me a package which I was really excited about. It's part of their skincare line, and the first thing was the Borges Fango Active Mineral Micellar Cleansing Water. Now, I love things, anything cleanser. I like taking care of my skin. You guys know, I feel like the more effort and work you put into your skin, the less effort you have to do with your makeup, because if your skin already looks good, you don't have to do as much makeup wise. Now, there are days where I do not clean my face like I should. I don't wash it the way I should. I don't do my usual skincare routine like I should. Some days I'm just so tired from, you know, a long day with the kids or work or something like that where I just want to go to bed. So I've been really stopping myself though from sleeping with my makeup on. I think the last time I slept with my makeup on was because I was sick and it was like a once in a blue moon type thing. So sometimes when I don't want to go to the sink, do my Clarisonic and everything else, it's nice to have an alternative, you know, to do that with. So this cleansing water is basically just a makeup cleanser or a face cleanser, and I absolutely love it. It literally looks like water. It's very, very clear. Like it kind of looks like that Smashbox clear water primer spray that I didn't like. Really nice. It has a nice little pump. You open this up, and just like at Sephora with their like little cleanser pumps, that's what this is. You just take a cotton pad and you just pump it a little bit, and then you remove your makeup. This is an amazing makeup remover, I have to say. Like, it got off all of my Kat Von D liner. It got off all of my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It got off everything, and I only had to use 2 cotton pads, and I got one side and the other side clean with just using 2, and it was just, it's amazing. It left my face feeling really soft and supple, but not oily, and it still felt clean. The next product they sent me was the Fango Active Radiance Facial Oil. It comes with a little dropper application, and this stuff is actually really nice. It smells similar to the Fango water, which is just a really clean kind of, not herbally, but plant smell, and it just smells really nice. It's not heavy at all. It didn't really congest my pores at all. It was very like light, and it did moisturize. I myself though, because I do have dry patches, do need a little bit more than just oil, because if I put too much on, then I look really greasy. So oil's just, I've never been like a huge oil fan, but I do like this for the summertime when I'm already kind of oily. This isn't gonna make sense to all of you, but when I'm not super dry, just a little bit of oil on the face just really makes my face look really soft and really summery and really moisturized. So, but again, this is lightweight, it doesn't make your face look greasy, and it's really, really nice, and it smells really nice too. The box says it's an ultralight balanced blend of botanical oils including sweet almond, avocado, and grapeseed, which grapeseed's supposed to be really good for wrinkles, I heard. Absorbs at once to provide hydration and protection. Helps nourish and restore lipids lost with age into the environment. Non-greasy, imparts an elegant afterfeel, and leaves skin truly luminous. I feel like the description really does describe this pretty well, so I really liked that. The next thing that Borges sent me were some eyeshadows, and I will be honest when I say that the first eyeshadow they sent me I wasn't a huge fan of just because of the color choice, but in regards to pigmentation and everything else, I really loved it. So these are part of the Eclaircir Color Eclipse 5 Shades of Blah eyeshadow. So the first one was the 5 Shades of Cool eyeshadow, and I accidentally ruined the packaging on the front because there's a sticker that they put on the back of the packaging and they accidentally put on the top, so I tried to rip it off and it totally ruined the top of the package, which I'm super sad about. But the packaging itself is super luxe. It's really, really nice. It's made out of, it looks like it's leathery, but it's actually cardboard with like this design imprinted in it, and it's a magnetic closure with a really nice mirror. Beautiful packaging, but the inside is just really pretty. Like I said, they sent me the 5 shades of cool, which of course are gonna be blues and steel grays and stuff like that. I am not a huge blue fan. I did just order a dress in navy blue, so maybe this would be a good time to try blues on my eyes, but I've just never been huge into blues. Purple is about as crazy as I get when it comes to like those types of colors, but I do really, really like the pigmentation. I love the formula. I love the staying power of these eyeshadows. They're very, very creamy. There's very little fallout, and like I said, they're very pigmented. So I would suggest, if you like blue eyeshadows, checking these out. They're, again, very pretty. The other thing they sent me were the 5 Shades of Fresh eyeshadow palette, which again, it's a 5-pan palette just like the other one. This one I actually did not ruin the top of, so it looks very gorgeous in the way it's supposed to. But again, the packaging, very luxe, very beautiful, very travel friendly. The 5 Shades of Fresh are actually more up my alley in regards to colors. They are like dark olive greens and, you know, those types of colors. I really, really like them. I don't know if I would use this palette all on its own, but they have a lot of nice shades to be able to add into other looks that I want to do. But again, the greens are definitely more my tone just because I am more olive skinned and I do have brown eyes. So I really, really like this shadow palette. Again, just as pigmented, just as creamy as the blue ones. If I had to choose though, because they do have other eyeshadow palettes on their website, I would definitely go for the neutral one. It is so pretty. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get that one. Not saying that I don't appreciate the ones they sent, but in regards to just my coloring and my lifestyle, I would love the natural one. So I think I might check out their website and maybe order it, because just for being so travel friendly, they're just really pretty eyeshadow palettes. The last thing that Borja sent me were some blushes. You guys know I love, love, love blushes. Right now I've been really into the more natural looking blushes. The first blush that they sent me was in Thrill, and this is actually a really pretty color. This is very similar to the Wild Honey in regards to being really natural and kind of a bronzier tone, but it's a little bit pinkier than the Wild Honey. When I put them up against each other, the Wild Honey was more bronzy, whereas this one was more pinky. This one is very, very pretty. It has a slight shimmer to it, which I actually like. I usually like all matte blushes, but for the summer I do like a little shimmer, but it's just a tiny bit of shimmer. Like, it's the perfect amount of shimmer. Again, the packaging is really nice and a huge mirror comes with it, which I really appreciate because I love the Benefit blushes, but I hate their packaging. I hate that they're these little bulky boxes, and there's no mirror on them either. So I really appreciate this thin, sleek packaging with the mirror. I just think that's great. But again, this is just a beautiful color. It's gonna come in really, really nicely for the summer as just being kind of a natural blush. The other blush they sent me was in, I believe, Stunner. And this one is a little bit darker, a little bit pinkier than Thrill, and it has a little bit more shimmer. I'm actually wearing it today, and I absolutely love it. I think it is just it's just a really pretty color. I don't have any other color like this. This again has a little bit of shimmer, so it just gives a really nice glow. It blends in nicely to the skin, and it really complements the highlighter that I use today. So I really like this one. Again, it's very natural. I've been really going towards those types of colors, and I really, really love this. So I would highly suggest checking out the Borges blushes. I think they are worth the money, and because they're about the same as the other blushes I usually buy at Sephora. I really, really like their product line so far. Next, moving on to another product line that I really have been loving, Pixie Beauty. As you guys know, the last package they sent, they included one of their new nail polishes, and this time they included another one. I loved their nail polish last month. It was a strawberry, I believe it actually was called strawberry. It was a really pretty red. It was super opaque. The one thing that I made sure to mention in my Get Ready With Me was that one coat was totally opaque. It was like, you were good to go. I, on the other hand, always like to overcoat, and I always do 2 to 3 coats of any polish. It doesn't matter how opaque it is, but you could get away with using one coat. This color that they sent me is in the color Coral Cantaloupe, and I don't think I could have described it any better. This one is a super bright pink. I have not tried it yet. I think I need to be a little bit tanner to pull this off, but it would make a great toe color in my mind. Like I said, I love the formula of the Pixie products, and I'm very excited to try out this nail polish. And I will say that the application applicator is really nice and easy to use as well. So if you're wondering, because some applicators are a pain in the butt to do your nails, you know what I mean? The next thing they sent me was the Quick Fix bronzer. Now this thing kind of confused me a little bit when I first got it out of its packaging. It is like the weirdest shape in packaging. Like it has, I don't know, it's just so odd to me. It has a little mirror up top so you can check out your eye makeup and all of that, but okay, so when I open it up, I should have just read the directions on the box, but when you open it up, this bottom part twists off and it exposes all of the bronzer in there, and it's really, really messy when you open it up. And my first thought was, this is gonna be a pain in the butt to use if it's constantly gonna be spilling out powder everywhere every single time I open it and every single time I use it. But then after further investigation, I noticed there's a little tab at the top that had a hole that was covering a hole. So once you take that tab off, you know, you're smart enough to do that, you obviously can see that the powder actually goes through the hole up into the little puff brush right here. So you just take off the top and then the product is right there. Well, then you take the little puff brush and then you just dab it and buff it in to wherever you want just a little bit of glow. So after finding all of that out, I realized how amazing this product actually was. It's great for travel. It's like way easier to use. I mean, and when you puff it in, only a little bit comes out and you can just smooth it in, so it's very buildable. It does give a very natural, warm, bronzy look. So I actually really, really like this. Again, it took a little bit of a, you know, smarts that I was lacking at the time on my part to figure out how to use it correctly, but I really do like this product. The last thing that Pixi sent me, which was really exciting because I've been dying to try it, is the makeup fixing spray with rose water and green tea. It's a nice little fun pink color. So this is supposed to basically set and prolong your makeup wear. It's also supposed to hydrate and it's supposed to make your face more radiant. So the sprayer on it, I don't know if you guys aren't gonna see that, but the sprayer on it is a little bit more like, it's fine, but it's also like it's a very hard spray. So you do have to be careful and again, like hold it back here because it'll get your face from like that far away. It does have a kind of perfumey smell to it, but it's not anything that would like bother you. It's not super heavy. It dries really fast, which is really important when you're applying makeup. And I will say that it's pretty comparable to the other setting sprays that I do have. I've been dying to get my hands on the Glow Tonic. I hear it's amazing, but I've yet to find it in any of my stores. So I'm crossing my fingers that that'll make an appearance soon at my local Target because I would love to pick some of that up. But again, I really like this. I think Pixi is getting really on point with their beauty products. So the next products I want to share with you are from CoverGirl. I love CoverGirl. When I was in high school and when I was in my early 20s and I was really into drugstore products, I still like drugstore products, don't get me wrong, but when I could only afford drugstore products, that was the company I always went to. They had the best blushes, they had the best eyeshadows, their mascara, I loved their mascara, and I also used their eyeliner religiously. Like you would open my makeup bag and it would all be CoverGirl, and I was always so upset because they never had Asian models. Like I mean, maybe I haven't read magazines lately, but you rarely see Asian models for like makeup. So I was always like, come on CoverGirl, get an Asian like CoverGirl model. But the two things they sent me are things that I'm not 100% sure are out in stores yet. They said that they were like brand new, I guess, to whatever. I don't know, they're brand new, so I don't know if they're in stores yet, but they look pretty interesting. So the first thing they sent me was the Intensify Me eyeliner. I did try this eyeliner out. I think the concept is really neat. The fact that it has the type of tip it does where you can do a bold line or you can do a sharp, you know, thin line or edge. I think that's really nice. The actual applicator itself, like holding it, is really, really nice. It's easily controlled. The one thing I will warn against this, it's very, very black. I should mention that. It's very, very black and opaque. But the one thing I will mention about this that I noticed is that if you don't use a primer or some type of base, it bleeds very, very easily because it is so liquidy. So I would be careful and, you know, make sure to use an eye primer or an eyeshadow on, you know, most people do, but I'm just saying with this product. Also, another thing I noticed with it, because it is so liquidy, it takes a little bit of time to dry. So for somebody like me with monolids, I have to like hold my eyes like this and wait for my eyeliner to dry before I can set it and then open my eyes again, because if I don't, then it smudges to all creation like everywhere on my face. So I would warn you about that. But again, I do like this. I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great idea. It's easy to apply. And again, it's very black, which I really like, but again, it does bleed and it does take a while to dry, so I would keep that in mind when considering this eyeliner. The next thing they sent me that's brand new is the Supersizer mascara. Now, the packaging is supersized itself. Like, that is a bulky Like, that's bulky. The one thing I don't understand is, like, just because the title says supersized does not mean the packaging has to be supersized. Like, I like to store all my stuff in, like, a little cubby cup, so, like, this is just huge. It's funny too because you open it and you think you're gonna get a big thick wand. No, you get this little tiny, like, what do you call these, like plastic wand. So in regards to the brush, it's like this, like, it's one of these thin plastic things, which a lot of people like these type of applicators. I have actually never really been a huge fan of them. I like my big, bushy, natural bristled brushes like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, as you guys know, is my go-to. And when I use their CoverGirl stuff, I use the red package one. I don't remember what it was called. It was like volume something in the original red package. That's what I used to use like religiously. Those are the type of brushes I usually go to. This, however, I don't know if it's the formula or what, but I actually managed to make this Supersizer mascara work for me, which I was surprised. I am wearing it today, but I am also wearing Too Faced Better Than Sex first. So what I did was I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex to kind of pump up the volume and get some definition into my eyelashes, and then I went over with this and put 2 or 3 coats on, and it actually really made a huge difference. It made my eyelashes more full, more black, and a little bit longer. So I will say that this actually is really nice. I would suggest this for people with full lashes if they want like va voom lashes. Again, for me, because I do have such like annoying downward fine lashes, I did have to use a mascara beforehand, and it looked really good. Moving on to another product line that I've mentioned before in my last beauty video is the Vita Liberata company. Now they sent me these, and this is the Self Tanning Night Moisture Mask. It does a gradual build tan, and it's supposed to fit all skin tones. Now I really wanted to try this because it was supposed to be a super hydrating and anti-aging overnight mask, and I actually went to Sephora to buy this after I tried their Crystal Minerals that they sent me, which I absolutely love, but I couldn't find it. It was all sold out. I was so excited when they sent this to me. Like, it popped up literally the day after I couldn't find it in Sephora on my doorstep. I opened it up really quickly. It smells amazing. Like, when you talk about self-tanners, you usually have that weird kind of, I don't know how to describe the smell, but all self-tanners usually have some, like, this weird smell that, like, sits on your skin. This did not. This smelled amazing. Like, it smells so good. So I tried it at night. I had exfoliated and all of that just to kind of like help with the gradual tan. I used it, and the next morning I woke up and my skin felt amazing. It was so bouncy. My fine lines, I could definitely tell a difference that my fine lines were less because I did have that moisture back in my skin. It felt really good. It didn't feel heavy when I woke up. My pillowcase was fine in the morning, but I didn't see any gradual tan. So I used it for a few nights afterwards, and again, my skin felt amazing. I'm not going to complain about that aspect, but I didn't get any tan whatsoever. Now, I did read on the Sephora website that that was some people's complaints, that they didn't really see that tan that this product, you know, promises, but a lot of fair skinned people saw a difference in their skin. So I wonder if it's just because I was already a little bit darker to begin with, or maybe it's just not, you know, a tan enough that I actually noticed. So I didn't really feel like the gradual tan part helped me at all, but I would use this product just as a night mask for my fine lines and hydration because I really liked it for that aspect. I will continue using this just because I've seen a huge difference in how soft my skin has been and felt, but I wouldn't rely on it as a self-tanner for myself. Now, I've heard that their tanning products are amazing. I hope to try them one day, but just in regards to that one, it just fell short for me. Now, their Crystal Minerals, however, does leave a slight gradual tan, so, you know, maybe this was just a bad bottle. I don't know. I have another one to try out after, but I'm going to continue using this just for the night mask aspect of hydration and wrinkles because it's really nice. The last thing that I was sent was by a company called Tatcha, and I actually had to watch a few YouTube videos by this company to make sure I was pronouncing their name right because I have been butchering words lately and insulting different languages left and right with my bad pronunciation of their language. So Tatcha was nice enough to send me a few products. The first one being this little kit. It is so pretty. Like, their packaging is just amazing. It's just amazing. So it opens up and it says a little story. It has this little book in it, and then there's all the products. And this kit is called the Ritual Discovery Kit. It tells a little story inside about everything. It tells you about the actual ritual. Ritual, and then it also gives you all the products, how much they cost full size, and just what they do and how to use them. It also comes with a little card right here, so it tells you like how to use all the products, so it tells you all the steps to use. I have been absolutely loving it. I think their products are just amazing. Your skin feels so good after using them, but I love this system. Like, it's a nice way to kind of test out products without buying one full-size product, and to kind of figure out what type of skincare like combination works for you. This one, it comes with the step 1, which is a 1-step Camellia cleansing oil. Camellia cleansing oil. Like I said, their packaging is to die for. It is so sturdy and heavy duty. Like, I think, is that ceramic or metal, glass? I don't know. I think it's glass actually, but it's a thick glass. It's got gold, you know, detailing. The Tatcha Pure 1-Step Camellia Cleansing Oil is actually used to take off all your makeup. It smells amazing. Like, it just smells clean. Like, none of these things that I've mentioned have a strong scent to them. If they did, I would not use them. It feels so nice and lightweight. It's actually really similar to the Cooling Boscia cleansing oil that I use, but I like this a little bit more just because it's creamier. Does that sound right? It's I don't know, there's something about it that it's like a thicker oil and it just feels nicer on my skin, but it just nicely and gently breaks up your makeup and leaves your skin feeling so soft and so supple, and then you rinse it off and your face doesn't feel like overly dry or overly stripped. Like, it's amazing. The second step is the Polished Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. Now, this stuff is amazing. It has this little like opener right here where you like press it that way. You only need a tiny bit in your hand at a time. You pour it in your hand and then you put a few drips of water in. Actually, I wouldn't even say drips, because when I use drips, I kind of made it a little bit too thinned out. Just like wet your other hand and like leave it damp and rub it together, and then just you work it into your face. You don't feel like it's doing anything. Like, honestly, when I first used it, I'm like, okay, this is overpriced like baby powder. But then once you rinse your face, somehow all those tiny little granules have smoothed out your face to feel like a baby's butt. The next step is the Radiant Deep Brightening Serum. Now, this stuff, again, oh, the packaging, just amazing. This stuff, you do 1 to 2 pumps and then you just rub it into your face. It's a serum, so it's not gonna be it's not oily it's not oily. It's, I don't know how to explain serums. I use serums regularly because I really like them. But they're more liquidy, but they're thicker than water, and they really just absorb really fast in your skin. This is supposed to help just make your skin look a lot better. If you have like spots of age on your face, it's supposed to lighten them up. I've noticed some of my acne scars are actually lightening up after using it. So I really like this. And again, the packaging is just beautiful. Like, I want the full size like versions of all these just to like put on my counter just so I can look at them. I know, I'm so pathetic. It's just packaging, right? You throw packaging away. Why am I so obsessed? Anyway, so and then the last thing is the Supple Moisture Rich Silk Cream. This stuff is just a moisturizer. It is so good. Again, it smells so good. Like, all of these, they're just so, oh, it smells so good. So this is just a really nice moisturizer for the face. A little bit goes a long way, and it just, again, it just finishes off the whole routine and just leaves your face feeling really nice. Like, I love Asian skincare products because I really do feel like they make a difference on my skin. Oh, and it smells so good, but it just, I don't know if you can see that. Like, my hand looks even better after using it. Oh, and you only need a little bit. Like, that little dab with my finger, I still have tons on my hand. Like, it would cover my entire face, and I have a big area when it comes to my face. So thank you, Tatcha. I love this, like, just being able to like try out the kit to see what products work for me. If I had to purchase a large size of it, I would want everything. But I'm being realistic. If I wanted to purchase something and that was affordable for me, I would definitely go with the Polishing Enzyme Rice Paper, the moisturizer, and the Radiant Deep Brightening Serum, because they are just amazing. I do really like the cleanser, but again, if I had to pick things that I could afford right now, it would be those 3 things. But I love the whole entire kit and everything in it. It's just, I would highly suggest checking out Tatcha if you're looking for a new skincare that's a little bit more high-end. The last thing that they sent me was this Luminous Deep Hydration Lifting Mask. Now, the packaging on this is just absolutely gorgeous. It comes in this little thing. I don't know if all of them come in this, but this one did, and I think that's pretty cool looking. And then here's your little mask. Now, I won't lie, I have not tried this. I'm saving this mask for a special occasion. Like, this is like the creme de la creme of my masks that I own. So I'm waiting to use this until like maybe like before my sister's wedding or something, like some nice big event. So this is a Luminous Deep Hydrating Lifting Mask, and it's supposed to do exactly what it says. It's supposed to illuminate, it's supposed to hydrate, and it's supposed to tighten stuff up. So I'm excited to try this out, but again, I'm saving it for a special occasion, so I will let you know in one of my daily vlogs or something what I think about that. But that is it. That is all of the things that are new to me in beauty this month. This was a very long video. I apologize. But again, if you like videos like this where I share all the products that I've encountered for the month, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye. Tatcha. 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 Tatcha.
Tatcha Pure One.
Tatcha.
Cleansing oil.
Tatcha.
2-in-1
Okay, Tatcha.